Hello and many thanks for joining me on Express Update. We are coming to you from our studios here within the Ministerial Enclave. We are also on GoTV, channel 184. I am Peter. Coming up in our stories, government to build 6 new regional hospitals across newly created regions by 2028. Also coming up, Education Minister promises an end to food shortages in senior high schools as government upgrades education. These and many other stories coming up shortly. Please do stay with us. And now the news in detail. President John Dramani Mahama has announced plans to construct 6 new regional hospitals across Ghana's newly created regions by 2028. Speaking at the commissioning of a PET scan facility at the Swedish Ghana Medical Center, the president said procurement has already begun for 3 hospitals, with 3 more expected before the end of 2028. Government is also expanding specialist healthcare services with new cardiac centers and cardiology laboratories at major hospitals, including Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital, and Tamale Teaching Hospital. President Mahama says the investments are aimed at improving healthcare access and positioning Ghana as a regional hub for specialist medical care and tourism in West Africa. Away from that story, the Minister for Education, Haruna Iddrisu, has assured Ghanaians that food shortages in senior high schools will no longer persist. According to him, President John Dramani Mahama's review of the free senior high school policy and the decoupling of the GET Fund have released additional resources to tackle food supply challenges and improve learning conditions in senior high schools across the country.
There were many of you when President Mahama said he was going to review free senior high school. You opted not to look for your Merriam-Webster dictionaries and opted for other dictionaries to look for a definition of what review meant. President Mahama meant a critical evaluation of the implementation of the free senior high school. Importantly, in 3 departments. 1, the financing of free senior high school. Infrastructure of free senior high school. And more importantly, quality assurance, where you play a role as teachers. These were the 3 areas that President Mahama subjected free senior high school to a review. And I'm happy to note with satisfaction that President Mahama, your decision to decouple GET Fund has made additional resources available to GET Fund to fix and finance the food supply challenges and difficulties of free senior high school. In a reviewed manner, there would no longer be any food shortages to CHAS and to any secondary school. So, financing reviewed. John Dramani Mahama has kept his word.
In a related development in education, government has secured $300 million in support from the World Bank to help transform secondary education in Ghana. Speaking during the commissioning of a state-of-the-art PET scan facility in Accra, President John Dramani Mahama said the funding will upgrade 50 senior high schools through investment in educational infrastructure, improved quality of teaching and learning, and expanded access to secondary education across the country.
The government has secured a $300 million facility from the World Bank to upgrade 50 senior high schools nationwide under the title Transformative Secondary Education, Transformation for Access, Results, and Relevance for Jobs Initiative. The acronym is STAR-J, STARR, and then -J. Under this project, 30 Category C senior high schools will be upgraded to Category B. 20 Category B schools will be upgraded to Category A. This strategic investment is not simply about expanding infrastructure. It is fundamentally about promoting equity, improving quality, and widening opportunities for every Ghanaian child. The STAR-J project will also operationalize the Community Day School concept. New E-blocks are going to be built in urban and peri-urban communities. These are going to be community day schools, but they're going to be built in urban communities where it is easy for the children to commute to school and back. So what this means is that if we get some of the children to go to school within their communities, it will ease the pressure on the boarding schools that are elsewhere.
To some more news, the National Health Insurance Authority has suspended 3 pharmacies from the National Health Insurance Scheme due to alleged fraudulent claims and service irregularities. The suspension took immediate effect on May 14, 2026, following a routine verification exercise that uncovered significant irregularities in transactions linked to the affected facilities, raising what the authority described as reasonable suspicion of fraud and abuse under the NHIS Provider Service Agreement.
The affected pharmacies are Deldem Pharma Limited at Weija, Paramedica Pharmacy on Gajisbeck Avenue at Ablekuma, and Dash Chemist located on the Amasama in Odumase High Street. According to the Chief Executive of the National Health Insurance Authority, Dr. Victor Asari Bampo, the authority will not tolerate any actions that threaten the sustainability of the scheme, warning that offenders could face fines and up to 10 years of imprisonment upon conviction. The National Health Insurance Authority has advised subscribers to seek pharmaceutical services from other accredited providers as investigations continue, emphasizing its commitment to protecting the integrity of the National Health Insurance Scheme.
On to our last story, the Minister for Roads and Highways, Kwame Agboja, has instructed the Ghana Highway Authority to begin processes to terminate the contract awarded to Black Oak for the Bogoso-Pristia Road project in the Western region. This directive comes in response to significant concerns regarding the contractor's poor performance and slow progress on the project.
During an inspection tour of the Big Push and other priority initiatives in the Western region, the minister noted that Black Oak has completed less than 2% of the work since the contract was awarded in 2025. He noted that although the Bogoso-Pristia Road is not part of the flagship Big Push program, it is deemed crucial for socio-economic development of the area. Local authorities have also reported that Black Oak mobilized to the site in March this year, but has only cleared trees and structures within the right-of-way, with no further progress made since then. The minister's decisions underscore the government's commitment to ensuring timely and effective infrastructure development in the region.
And that's how we wrap up on the Express Update. Thank you for sticking and staying with us. I am Peter Nsia. Remember, the news keeps changing every day, but integrity must never change. Do enjoy the rest of our program.